What is up, y'all? Welcome back to the Ultimate React series, where we react to things that no one else dare do. What do we have lined up for you today? Well, we have the ultimate reaction. What is the thing that everyone says when something super exciting is happening around them? It's like watching, that's right, paint dry. And that's what we're about to do. In real time, we have a video queued up that is paint drying. All I can say about this is I don't know if this is going to be the #1 most exciting video on YouTube or the most exciting video on YouTube. And you know what? Before we get going, feel free to leave your guesses in the comments below. And while you're down there, make sure you hit that subscribe button and maybe ding that bell. But don't hit that subscribe button if you've already hit it. Unless you really want to, in which case hit it an even amount of times. So if you're already subscribed, you know, hit it and then hit it again. But if you're not, hit it an odd amount of times. Prime numbers only. So for all you non-subscribers out there, I'm talking 1, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 27, and so on and so forth. Prime numbers go on forever. Enough about prime numbers. It's time to do some prime reacting. Found this video online, not sure who made it, but this is real-time paint drying. So let's get it going here. Alright, before I even get started, it seems like they use white paint, which is a bold choice. Alright, hit that place. Time to get going here. Alright. We got the canvas. We got what looks like someone moving around in the background. Got some shadows going on there. Seems a little uneven. White's a bold. Oh! They didn't do white paint. We're gonna see the painting happen in real time. This is dope. Alright. Just spraying it all on there, willy-nilly. Alright, I like what's happening here. This is... Oh, and they're brushing it on. Oh, they're gonna do some artwork. Damn. I thought it was just gonna be white paint drying on a canvas, but nah. We got paint, canvas, brushing. Seems like they're applying it on pretty thick here. I don't know if this person like had a set amount when they were applying that paint or if they just like went at it. My guess is they went at it and they just like continue to go. Like they're really doing their best to spread it out evenly here. And you know what? It is fairly even. Plus you got those ridges. I'm kind of curious to see how it dries on the ridges. Are the ridges going to get dry first? Are the low levels going to get dry first? You know, there's a little something bugging me here. It seems like he kind of missed the spot in the corner. Oh, no, he got that spot. Oh, never mind. There's another spot on the bottom corner there. All right. Oh, you got so close. Okay. You didn't get it that time, but you're still brushing. All right. So we got, oh, he got that spot. All right. They got the, or should I say they got that spot. I don't know if this is a he, she, what the situation is. And it looks like they're adjusting the light. You can see that band of white across the middle. I don't know if that's gonna make it. Ooh, okay, it's evened out. Okay, we're back to the band. This is shiny. I think the band's gonna really help accent what's wet, what's dry. Okay, the light's just in the corner. Seems like whoever filmed this didn't quite have their lighting figured out before they started all this. But it's cool seeing them figure it out in real time and seeing the paint dry because the paint's been applied, folks. The paint has been applied. This entire time that this lighting situation being figured out, that paint is drying. It's getting less and less wet as we speak. All right, we got a whole bunch of highlights. We got some ridges, the lows. And it seems like they've kind of settled on what the lighting they want it to be. They want that band in the middle. It's kind of crazy that light hitting blue paint looks white. Oh, seems like it's been dimmed down. They seem like they got a dimmer on that light. Almost as if they should have started off at that level. Okay. Now we got a little bit of banding. You see some white spots in there. Kind of looks like white paint mixed in there. I like that they kept it simple too. Like, anybody could, like, take this canvas, draw some flowers, draw some birds, but no. Whoever did this went straight, one color, monotone, blue. All right. Okay. Seems like the light's coming in from the top here. And already looking at this, I think I see some drawing happening. Yeah. The ridges, the brush strokes, they seem like they're kind of starting to harden up. I don't know where this is going to start or where this is going to end. Like, are the corners going to dry up first? Are the high levels going to dry up first? Are the low levels going to get dry up first? That would be insane if the low levels are going to dry up first. Because just looking at this, you would think that the areas that are raised would be exposed to more air or would have like less wind flow coming through them. Because the raised areas are going to stop air from coming into like the shallow areas. And the shallow areas are just going to be ridged down. Okay, we're getting some progress. How far into it? What is this? Like 3-4 minutes? Ooh, we are almost 5 minutes into this. And this is where the fireworks are happening. This is where we're watching the paint dry. We're watching this paint lose moisture at a, I don't want to say alarming rate, but like a normal rate. Just the pace that paint normally dries at. I've been doing so much talking. I'm getting parched here. I'm gonna have a little sip, so I can continue discussing what is happening here with this portrait. The lighting hasn't moved in a while, so I think the artist has settled upon where they want the angle to be. And once again, looking at the, for me, it's on the left side. The brush strokes there, they look like they are getting the hardest so far. And I'm seeing some bubbles here. Where'd these bubbles come from? I remember these bubbles from earlier. All right. Like, I wonder if these bubbles are going to pop. Like, is this staying flat down? Is this hanging? We know so little about what's going on here. All we know is that this paint, we saw it be applied on the canvas. This does not appear to be a time lapse or anything. So we are watching this unfold before our very eyes. It is crazy that no one else on YouTube has done this. Like, the Fine Bros haven't reacted to paint drawing. You would think that'd be their number one thing. But no, instead they did alt rock, new metal. Who wants to see people reacting to new metal? We all know Limp Bizkit's the bomb. I suppose seeing new people discover that Limp Bizkit is amazing, yeah, there's something there. Speaking of something there, all right. I think the middle is starting to... Actually, the middle looks the most moist out of all this. Except for that low area on like the bottom left here. That area seems to be drying. It's kind of wild that like the high areas near the top are drying, but also the low areas near the bottom seem to be getting quite dry. And then there's the bubbles. I don't know what's going on with these bubbles. And that top corner. Is that top corner going? I think that top corner is starting to dry up here too. I wonder if at some point we're just gonna get someone come in and just be like, boop, touching the wet paint. Look at this. Look at what I'm doing here. I'm touching the wet paint to show everyone, oopsie, still wet. Now that would be one heck of a goof, but it would mess up the lines. And this person put in quite a bit of work making sure the lines were straight. But at the same time, these lines aren't straight, so they could have put in a little more work. Like, I mean, if you did all the straight lines in the middle, but you also kind of just missed it on the side. I know you missed that one spot over there, which took a long time to get to. It was really starting to freak me out if that was going to got to at any point. But it did. But then again, maybe if they left it open, we'd have some contrast between the canvas and the paint. I think I'm starting to see some changes in like the white light there. The white light hitting the ridges. Has this gotten brighter? Nah, it's the same brightness. Okay, we're seeing like a doorknob situation there in the middle. I wonder who the first person to paint anything was. Just someone making colors and just like putting it on something. Probably back like 100,000 years ago, probably on the caves. I wonder if they were freaked out when they saw it dry. I wonder if watching it dry was what they did. Like painting it probably took like, I don't know, like 5-6 minutes, but then drying? Like what else are you going to do for entertainment? Watch grass grow? Which, come to think of it, that might be the sequel to this. If y'all want to watch me react to watching grass grow, leave it in the comments. You already know what to do. Get in the comments. And I will react to all this that no one else dares react to. Because let me tell you something. This, right now, thrilling. I have no idea what part of this has gone dry. I don't know what part is still moist. Actually, I got some idea what part. I got some idea what part is moist. Down there in the middle. I think that's going to be the last part to dry. I don't know if we're going to see all of this dry or not. Because we are almost 2/3 of the way done. The countdown to 2/3 is 3, 2, 1. Yep, that's right. We are 2/3 of the way done watching this thing dry. And ooh-wee. Maybe it's already dry. I don't actually know how fast paint dries. This may come as a shock to y'all, but I don't actually do a lot of painting. Not to say I don't have a little inner artist in me. It's just, it takes so much time. You gotta get the palette going. You gotta turn on a good episode of Bob Ross and make sure you know what you're doing. I don't know where to find burnt umber or ochre. That's the other thing. I gotta find these colors and then make these colors. Bob Ross, you are a hero for what you do. And he makes it look so easy. This happens in 20 minutes. Bob Ross shows up on the scene with his palette, with his burnt umber, with his ochre, and just makes these beautiful masterpieces of landscape. He's not even looking at landscape. He's just using his mind. He's in a room. Bob Ross is in a room when he paints these masterpieces of landscape. There's birds. Where's he coming up with this idea for birds? Is the man just always thinking about birds? Or is that just like trees and birds together? Because I know when I think of the sky, whenever I doodle the sky, I'm always putting in birds. So maybe Bob Ross and I have a lot more in common than I think we do. Except for the hair. The man has fantastic hair. I don't know what color it is. Maybe that's burnt umber. It is without a doubt somewhere on the umber scale. Going back to umber, I also don't know what color this is. Is this teal? Is this seafoam? Is this cerulean? It kind of looks like blue raspberry. If this was a gummy, a gusher, maybe a Jolly Rancher, I would eat it. This looks like the color I would enjoy. Actually, it really looks like those good kinds of gummy worms. The ones that just have that awesome texture that are a little bit sour, but not too sour. Can't do too sour. I like the right amount of sour. Ooh, we just saw some movement here. Seems like the artist has come back to check on his work. Probably thinks it's dry. Let's see some light movement. Oh, we got the band back. Let's see what we can see with that band of white light. All right, I'm going to be real in this moment. I don't think this has changed at all. Because that is looking damp. That's looking wet. That's looking hydrated. The whole objective of this is to not be hydrated. It's to be dry. To lack moisture if it were. To be, I wonder if they come back to touch it. I wonder if we're going to get that reveal of them just going boop. Because maybe it is dry. Maybe his finger will come up and there'll be no blue on his on his index. All right. It's nice to nice that it's brightened up again. Because I do think on the top, I'm seeing a little less luminescence in the top left there and the top right there. The corners seem to have dried. Folks, I think it's time to call it. We have watched some paint dry. Not all the paint, but some of the paint. This is quite the journey we're on here together. And I'm glad that we're here together. And all right. Maybe the bottom's dry too. I think all the corners have gotten to the point where they are much less moist. This is quite the sight to behold. And where are we at? Ooh, we are almost at the end. 14 minutes in, and we've seen all the corners dry. And I think we've seen that bubble dry up too. Because that looks like, I don't think there's much going on there anymore. But it is a bubble, so maybe just dry on the top and there's still some paint wetness underneath. Because I would not go in there and go, I think you would just pierce it and then you just get blue paint on your finger again. And ruin that blue bubble. That blue bubble can be something. Kind of looks like a person if you squint at it. Person with something going wrong down in the lower part of their body. And that's all I got to say about that. I'm here to comment on the paint drying, not abstract images that you can kind of see when you're squinting. Yeah, I wonder if they're going to change the lighting again. They did come back here. And... Oh, okay, I see a shadow moving. They're inspecting their work. Okay, cool. This is some paint drying. This is peak entertainment. Have we finished? Oh, we're done. All right. You can really tell when the video's paused because it's just not happening. You can see the paint drying. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. You can see the paint drying. And this just about concludes it. I'm glad, once again, all of you could join me on this journey. I'm happy to have you here. Remember, once again, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and ding that bell. Just for funsies, ding that bell. It's a lot of fun. And that's it. Here to wrap it up. If you want to see me react to anything else, let me know. Oh, no. No, my bubbly. Oh. All right. That's a shocking way to end all this. Really got to be more careful where I put it. Is there still some in here? Yep, no, okay. There's still some in there. We didn't lose all of it. But, whew, yeah. Well, I'm going to go clean this up, and y'all have a great day now, and catch you on the next one. Peace.